Coach, to start off, what can the team take away from the loss to Wake Forest?
I think we can take away a few lessons from that game. Wake Forest were excellent, not only in the ball retention, but in their quickness, not only with the ball but without the ball. It was a good lesson for our young team. And what impressed me about Wake was they kept going all the way till the end, so that's a full credit to them. We're still at a point in our development as a group that we can still learn along the way. So tough lesson to learn. We've moved on quickly, and we've got to prepare for Brown tomorrow night.
Anything you saw in particular last week that needs to be improved upon?
No, I think we're in the midst of that period where we're playing 2 games a week, and just as we drew the positives from it, that you're playing, recovering, and then getting back onto the field. There's obviously a physical component to it. Obviously, the academic workload at this time of year increases as well, but that's the same for every program around the country. So that's just where we are right now. Some young kids really learning how to be student athletes at this level. And I think the lessons are obvious ones, and we have a very open-minded group. So I think the most important thing is that we're positive right now. We come back together, we reassess, and as I said, we get ready for the next one, which just happens to be tomorrow night.
So looking forward, looking past tomorrow night, another top team comes to Newton on Friday night in Virginia. How will the Wake Forest game help the team prepare for the Cavaliers?
Yeah, and I think all these games are connected. So, quite rightly, we have to look at Brown tomorrow night. Brown had a fantastic result at Columbia on Saturday evening, and they're a team that's certainly worth our attention and our focus. So all these games are connected. So the game Friday night against UVA, defending national champs, not only will the lessons that we picked up from Wake Forest apply, but what we do tomorrow night. So it's important that we have a good performance tomorrow night, and we kind of get back to basics, get back to things that have made us successful thus far. And a good night Friday night, I think, will be determined a lot with what happens tomorrow evening against Brown.
Just overall, there's a very tough stretch coming up for your team. How good is the ACC soccer?
Yeah, it's outstanding. I don't think there's any easy games anymore. So our non-league games, particularly when you start going into the Ivy League, is very, very strong. But our conference is fantastic. You see the quality in every team. The games are very, very close. I watched the NC State Notre Dame game yesterday. Outstanding game, 1-1 draw. NC State certainly did enough to win that game. Notre Dame were resolute and organized as always. So these games are fantastic. Just for the regular fan that wants to really watch good soccer, I mean, my advice is to come Friday night, certainly to watch us play UVA, but then we're on the road at Louisville, Clemson, and then Syracuse back at home. So these games are fantastic games. If you're someone who really enjoys the game, to come as a supporter, I'd certainly recommend it as a coach. I'm really enjoying myself. This is a very strong ACC conference this year, and every game we've been involved in has been excellent. So we need to step up. We're in the process of doing that. We've been great so far, and we just need to be consistent in that effort.